Again, don't get caught up in the measurements, y'all. Get caught up in the vibes. Now I'm gonna share some of the dishes that I make to let these sauces come alive. Hey you all, it's Shelly Wellness here. Welcome to the Mindful Plate. Today we are going to be bringing those boring grain bowls and veggie bowls that you told yourself you were gonna eat because you were trying to be healthy, and then you were like, these are boring, I need something else. You know what you're missing? You're missing sauce. So today we're gonna be making 3 sauces. The first one is a smoky red pepper cream sauce that I love to add to my bowls. The second one is a bright, zesty green avocado sauce. And then the last one is going to be good old-fashioned ranch dressing, but vegan. All right, you all, let's get into it. Now, when we're making these sauces, I don't want you to get too hung up on exact ingredients. I want you to get more focused on vibes and mindfulness. This is the Mindful Plate, y'all. This is what we do. So you're gonna start with a jar of roasted red peppers, and you're gonna take those peppers, take them out, drain off some of the liquid, but if it has a little bit of liquid, it doesn't matter. And you're gonna add those, ooh, yes. Add those to your blender. This one had garlic, so we're gonna add that in there. Why not? And to make this creamy, I'm going to be using vegan yogurt. Now, sometimes I use cashew cream, so if you don't have vegan yogurt, you can't find one that you like, take some cashews and some water, blend that till it gets creamy and thick like a yogurt, and add that instead. But I'm gonna be using this vegan yogurt. This is plain, no flavoring. And to get that smoky taste, we're gonna be adding smoked paprika, the picante kind. That's probably about a tablespoon. I might add more, but I'm gonna start with that blend and taste and see. Pour salt, and we're gonna blend this up. That's it, y'all, it's that simple. See if we need to adjust any of the seasonings in there. Ooh, wow, it's perfect. It's perfect. You don't need anything. It's smoky, it's a little sweet from the peppers, it's creamy from the yogurt, and the perfect amount of salt. So to make these roasted lentil balls come alive, served alongside some chimichurri potatoes and this garlic spinach, I'm gonna be adding my roasted smoky red pepper sauce. So for our second sauce, this is what I use when I want something bright, green, zesty, fresh. This is what I make. Now, again, don't get caught up in the measurements, y'all. Get caught up in the vibes. So we're gonna start with an avocado. This is gonna lend that creaminess to it. When you get your vegetables and you get your seasonings, feel them out, because you might buy some scallions one day and they are so flavorful and you only need a little bit. And then you go back the next week and you buy them and they're not that flavorful and you need more. So just feel it out, taste it out, and just go along with the flow, okay? And then next we're gonna take some bell pepper. Just gonna cut a piece off here. None of the seeds, of course. We might add a little more, but for now we're gonna start with just a sliver. And then we're gonna take some scallion. I'm gonna start with about this much. I like that oniony flavor. It's bright, it's green, it's fresh. So I'm gonna add that in. And then we're gonna take some garlic. I'm just gonna start with 1 clove for now. I might add another, but I think 1 will suffice. When I add too much garlic, sometimes that garlic can be a little spicy. But garlic is also great because it has these anti-inflammatory properties that I want in my sauce. Next is our lime. I'm gonna add in some of the zest because I really want that brightness. So I'm gonna zest a little bit of the lime and then I'm going to juice it. And it's best to get organic if you're gonna be zesting. That way when you're eating the outside, you're not eating as many chemicals that comes along with conventional produce. And last, some olive oil. so that it's nice and slick and smooth. My God. Yes. All right, I forgot my cilantro, so I'm gonna add that in, just a handful for that brightness. And I'm also gonna add one more lime. Wow. Wow. I'm loving it all. So now I'm gonna add in the rest of those scallion or green onion stalks. And because it's getting thicker, I'm gonna add a little bit of vegan yogurt to thin it out. I'm also gonna add one more clove of garlic and another slice of green pepper. Now you may be wondering, why am I keep adding and adding and adding? Because when it comes to sauce making, it really is about stopping, tasting, adding, adjusting. If you follow the same recipe every time, it's possible that it might turn out the same, but the thing is you're working with live produce and ingredients. And these ingredients have different properties every time based on the soil they were grown in, based on whether they're organic, conventional, where they came from, etc. So you have to work with the ingredients that you have on hand and make your sauce accordingly. The sauce is getting better. Look at that. All right, let's taste it and see if we need to add anything. We do. Salt. There we go. And one more lime, zest included. Right. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. When it comes to my bright green zesty avocado sauce, I like for it to shine in salad bowls, vegetable bowls, grain bowls, and anything that's kind of Mexican or Caribbean inspired. So to this, I'm gonna be adding this creamy corn salad, these fresh heirloom tomatoes, some bed of spinach, and some roasted cauliflower. And I'm gonna add in my sauce. And the last sauce is gonna be vegan ranch dressing. But before I do, I wanna share really quickly a little warning about buying jarred and packaged sauces. Come here. If you're anything like me, then you love a good sauce. And if you're anything like how I was, you're probably experiencing digestive issues. I want you to go to your cabinet right now and grab your favorite jar of sauce. Go to your refrigerator and grab it. Turn to the back and read the labels. What do you see? Do you see anything that is making sense to you? If there are things on that label that you probably can't pronounce or are just not in your everyday vocabulary, then I'm guessing those are probably stabilizers, thickeners, fillers, preservatives, colors, and some other random stuff that you don't even know why you need it. Here's what happens. Those things are great for the brand and for the marketers who need them to stay on the shelves and last forever until you finally decide to buy it. But they're not so great for this beautiful thing called your digestive system. And when it goes into your body, it does wreak havoc. And slowly over time of eating these things, your digestive system begins to break down. If you've experienced leaky gut, bloating, gas, fill it in. There's so many other symptoms, skin issues, etc. Brain fog, it has a lot to do with what you're eating. So I implore you, take your favorite sauces and begin to make them. And start with the 3 that I provided for you in this video. All right, you all, I want you to be well and I want you to be healthy. And so much of our health and our wellness starts right in the kitchen, in our pots, with what we eat. Now let's get back into the recipe and I'm gonna show you how I put these delicious homemade sauces into my everyday meals. Let's go. thing, y'all. Ranch was my favorite dressing when I used to eat salad dressings out the bottle. But then I started making my own and making them vegan and realized that ranch could be just as delicious, so we're gonna make that. So we're gonna start with cashew milk yogurt. We're gonna add a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. We're gonna add a 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder. We're gonna add a 1/4 teaspoon of onion salt. We're gonna add a 1/4 teaspoon of dry dill weed. We're gonna add a teaspoon of parsley. We're gonna add in 1/8 teaspoon of white pepper. We're gonna add in a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. And then because I like fresh dill, I'm gonna chop some fresh dill up and add that in there as well. For this beautiful vegan ranch dressing, we have a buffalo cauliflower salad here. So we're gonna add some of this nice cooling ranch on top. All right, you all, I just gave you 3 wonderful sauces to add to your meal rotation. I do not want to hear you say that you don't enjoy vegetables, because with these sauces, those vegetables are going to be next level. Now, because these are natural sauces, not the kind in the jar or can with all the preservatives, you need to make sure you store them properly. These can store very well in a glass container like a mason jar for up to 5 days in the fridge. Or you can put them in the freezer and you can take a little bit at a time as you need. It'll last up to a month in the freezer. All right, you all, continue to be well and eat well. Until next time, mwah.